Well, good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm John Sharketti, and this is my story. I don't know really where to start. I've never done this before, but I figured I'd document things and just let everybody know. I've been going through this stuff for 3 years. Don't know. I've been fighting it as much as I know how to. Well, not really. I mean, whoever does what the doctor wants them to do. I've been doing what he wants me to do. I even asked him, about the CBD. But anyway, let's let you all know what's been going on. I guess last 3 years I've been going through some cancer stuff. It started on the back of my neck. And as you can see, I'm going to edit this and put a picture of it. And I didn't think much of it. I was just so busy at work. I really didn't take time to notice that something was happening. And it just felt like a little pimple. It hurt a little bit, and I'd squeeze it. It was right in the middle of the back of my neck there. And but I let it go. I mean, I saw the doctors and asked them about it, and I wasn't concerned because of the responses. How's that? Their responses were skin tag, nothing really to worry about. If it bothers you, after about the third or fourth visit and reporting it to different doctors of mine, my primaries, I had multiple primaries because my one doctor retired that I've been going to since 77, 75? Jeez. He finally retired. And I ended up with a really, really good doctor. He was young, out of school, smart. And, he took care of some anxiety issues that I had with, I wasn't getting the right medication because, for those of you who know me or knew me in high school, I was kind of outgoing. I didn't have issues. And here in the older days, I had some issues going out in public, and just it was kind of rough trying to go eat dinner with your wife and kids, and trying to go on vacation. And so I don't know what to say. I just back to the story, I guess. So I let this thing go, and I was working my ass off. We were doing really good too, man. So a year later, year and a half later, I don't know if it was November or December. I think it was probably the end of November that I finally went to the dermatologist, and oh boy, he was kind of quick to take it off. As you can see, well, I don't know if it's down there, up I'm going to show you the end result. And right before I got it taken off, now some of you are going to say, wow, you had to know something was going on. I kind of did down in the back of my head. Ha! No pun intended. That was unintentional. Good one. Dad joke for Maddie. So, yeah, this thing was huge. I couldn't see it other than in pictures, and I kind of knew something was really bad when it started bleeding, and it just wasn't pretty, as you can see. So anyway, I decided to go to the dermatologist and get it taken off, and he was pretty quick about it. I knew something was wrong when the assistants, they were cutting it. You know, they cut those things to get different depths and angles, and just for the microscope, they cut it right as they take it off so they can separate it out and see the different elements. And they went in the other room to talk about it. Actually, I kind of picked up on the doctor telling her, no, let's do this in the other room. And they picked up the samples at that point. And they went in the other room and kind of just left me there to think. And it was nice to get it off of my neck. And so they came back in and said they needed to send it to pathology, and it would be a week or two. So I left and I waited. I waited for the results. And the way it went down, I just couldn't believe it. I got a call and said my results were in, but the doctor wanted to talk to me. Duh. So I went. I left work early. I mean, we're in the busiest season. I've been getting calls. I kind of forgot to mention that my dad was laying in the hospital bed in Colorado, dying, basically. And they weren't sure how long he was going to be around. And here I am in the busiest season I've ever been in, trying to save a company from going under. Literally, it was not fun. I was working 16, 18 hours a day, sleeping in my car, sleeping up, what we called the Admiral. I was sleeping up there, getting an hour or two, dealing with just, it was chaotic because we had picked up 4 new accounts that they're huge. They were all huge, and wanted to wait till after Christmas, because in the retail business, Christmas that's it, man. That's like money. You gotta push and push and push and make it then, because January, February are gonna come, and you're gonna need that money to pay bills. And then March comes in and it starts stabilizing and settling down, and then it starts picking up again. You know, getting back to that normal line. But in January, February, everybody pulls back to sell off their inventory, change their season, change their floor sets, you know, normal stuff in retail. we delivered the product to them, to the stores. We didn't sell it. We just distributed it to all the stores around St. Louis, Kansas City, Springfield, Branson, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois. Anyway, that's enough of the introduction to me. So back to the story. I will do that. I'll go just go flying off the edge and start talking about something else, and I'll eventually get back to it. Don't worry. Maybe I should sit up in my seat. So anyway, I got that call and I decided to go up. Since my mom was there, she needed a ride home, so perfect, right? I'll go up. She was downstairs at another dermatology type of meeting, and I was upstairs, and I went upstairs, told her I'd be right there. She was down in the lobby, done already, and I went upstairs, and it was really, really strange. I thought I was going to see the doctor. Well, went to the receptionist, said I'm here for doctor, and she said, oh yeah, I have these for you. And there was she looked at it and said that, hold on a second, let me see if somebody wants to sign off on this or talk to you or anything. Well, I found out why. I mean, but she came back. She said, "Oh, no, the doctor just wants you to call this this specialist in surgery, and he wants you to call him right away." I kind of thought that was kind of strange, and I looked down, and it gave me my diagnosis right there. Boom. Malignant melanoma on the back of the scalp, and I needed to have surgery right away to go in and see, because of the size of this thing, see how the roots were doing. Hopefully they didn't get down far enough, and we would go from there. And Dr. Shea he's a really, really good doctor. And so I made my appointment. So, and well, after consultations and prepping and talking and telling the family, that was kind of difficult to do. I mean, I've never been through this before, and to hear malignant melanoma, and then to spice it up, they said I carry the BRAF gene, BRAF gene, and it's going to complicate it a little bit. It's an aggressive. It allows aggression. So the cancer can move along with it and then attach to stuff kind of aggressively, and it's just a different type of medication that can target it. So we went forward and got the surgery. Man, I was not expecting this. So I'm still eating my McDonald's because I can. I'm gonna anyway, love my McDonald's. Made the stop at the order window, and not even a window anymore. Well, I'm so hungry this morning. Woo! Been really cutting back on what I'm eating, and And all right, back to the story. Sorry. So I woke up to that. Of course, my wife and daughters were there and to support me, and this was before COVID too. I mean, it was they were able to be with me. You know, I feel sorry for people that are getting surgeries right now and they're just not able to have family and stuff. I'm gonna get my food here and I'll keep talking. That's correct.
608.
Thank you.
Got it?
Gotta love the sausage, egg, and cheese griddles. I do. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks. So anyway, back to the story. Woke up to that. Thank you.
Okay.
You too. And get out of this. Oh, shoot. You know, not sure why they put up these cones other than to keep people from turning left. Man, I am going to have to eat that hash brown. I am starving. I don't know why. Man, I've been so hungry lately, but I've been tired. Okay, I'm gonna eat while I talk. Just the way I gotta do it. I am so hungry. Alright, so I woke up to this massive slice job. Then I have one in my neck too. This one. I don't know what he was doing in there. Said I need another surgery. Yay! Oh my God, are you kidding me? So he's sliced the back of my neck. And then tells me I need another surgery. Well, okay. Whatever you say, Doc. And we need to do it as soon as we can. So, another piece of the puzzle missing here. Oh my God. 36 years. I've worked 36 years at my job. And within the week, leading up to all this, I found out that, or I realized, put it that way, I realized that there wasn't going to be any saving the company, and I was going to lose my job. Wow. Let that sink in. Just been diagnosed. Now I'm gonna remember my dad on his deathbed, which I wasn't close to my dad, so it wasn't weighing on me as much. However, I do regret not being able to get out there to see him and say goodbye, because he did pass. And I found out I lost my job. And now I'm laying in basically just a lot of time to sit there and think. Not good. Normally I would go to work and just forget about it. Forget about it and go home, drink. Yeah. Drink and drink. I didn't turn to any other drugs, but alcohol seemed to be my go-to. To forget about life for a while. I don't know what to say. It's been, well, like I said, it's been 3 years now, and they put it, it's pretty cool. Little, instead of letting the stuff drain out of your wound, they put this tube down in your chest, right down in the area to where it's got a ball on it. I forget what they call it, the Brandon or something. The Brax. Some of you will know what I'm trying to say. Some of you won't, because I didn't know. But you pump this tube up, and then you pump all the air out of this ball. And it's hanging out of your chest. Pump the air out of it, and then you seal it so that it doesn't inflate. It's still deflated with pressure, and what it's doing is how if you slowly release an air, it'll let the air out. Well, what this thing does, since you took the air out of it, and it wants air again, it wants to fill that bubble, you release the air valve on it, and it starts to suck up all that liquid. It's pretty cool. Sit there, watch it. It takes a couple, 3 hours to really start going. You just got to empty it every once in a while, and it pulls all that liquid out of your surgery area, because the pressure from liquid is what causes a lot of people pain. Other than the incisions there, I wasn't feeling a lot of pain. I mean, I was more upset, but I was at a point where, I gotta say, I was kind of relieved that, I was under so much stress at my job, and most of you know where that was, and I worked with a lot of people for 15, 18, 20 years. I mean, my God, I was there 36. I was I was really in a deep, deep state of depression. You know, I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just said I'm okay. And, you know, that's might not be the good thing to do. But my mechanism is to joke. When times are rough or something's going on that I don't know why, but I start joking and making fun and just having a lot of fun. And that's what I've done. I have done that. I've had a lot of fun. Why am I looking in my mirror to talk to you guys? I don't know. Huh. Yeah. Cover up my real feelings. But I was depressed. I was really, really irritated at God. I mean, I had been attending church for a long time. I even was don't laugh. I was a worship leader at one point in my walk with God. And yeah, I know. And then I was a backup singer for a long time. After we moved out to O'Fallon, we started attending another church, and I don't know. That was a hard place to stay at. I'm not gonna diss them. Just I'm done with that, you know. So kind of going down the road, my wife was pretty strong. My daughters broke away, you know, they didn't want to go. I started really just sitting there and wondering why. You know, I was drinking pretty heavy, and just wondering. I don't know what was going on. I was numb. I think I'm still numb. I mean, I can't believe. So I was gonna do a vlog or whatever you want to call these stupid things, YouTuber, and well, I was getting better, you know. I was cancer free for almost a year, and so they did their old scan, 6 month scan, 3 month scan, you know, after, but then it went to 6 months, and I was doing good, clear, good. And last year, another Christmas present came around. Boom. They found a couple spots on my lung. My left upper lobe now had a nodule on it that, well, actually it's got a couple in one area, so I had to go to radiation. You know what's cool about the technology now? You know, the immunotherapy I was on for a year, intravenous, it's I didn't lose my hair. I didn't get sick. I didn't throw up. I went in, got a IV put in. They hung the bag, and I sat there for an hour. Got up when I was done, and went to work. I felt fine. It was cool. I could work and fight cancer at the same time, which I kept doing that for a year, and then we got good scan results, and so I was able to go off of that and then be on more like a preventative chemo. It was daily chemo though. I mean, I had to take it every day instead of going every month. I would have to take oral chemo because there were signs that, you know, after radiation, the Cyberknife, which was cool, I started to tell you about that, but they take this, it's like a dental x-ray. They take this thing and point it right at the spot, and it kind of like a laser nuclear bomb in the area, and this machine just goes around you, programmed to target. They did a biopsy. When they did a biopsy on my lung, they put in some judicial markers, which I have gold in my body, you know, 3 little pieces of gold to tell them where. I think there's 4 in there, but they can't find the 4th one. It's in there somewhere under the cloud. But yeah, so they boom, 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 all different directions for an hour. I couldn't move, literally couldn't move for an hour. If I moved, the machine would shut off and start all over again. So anyway, I'm going to get to my story so I can just end this, because I don't want to make these things too long. Jeez. I've seen the long ones and they are but boring. I know. So anyway, and I'm at work. I got to go into work. Where was I at? I was chemo ended, cancer free, and you know, Cyberknife radiation went really good. It showed a stabilization of the the big one in my left upper lobe, and the 2 next to it were in the same area. They've been trying to get a good read on that area, because when you have that radiation, it clouds and it covers the area for a little while, and then it'll slowly dissipate. Well, they've been able to see the markers now, and they were able to actually see the area, and there is a decrease. 2 thumbs up, like the video, share. You know what? After you, I mean, I want to get into this and keep this going, so